Hello and welcome to my stop on the Craft Collabs Do-It-Yourself Christmas Gifts Ideas Giveaway Hop. My name is Karen Hashik, and here on Karen's Creative Cards I'm going to show you how to make this Christmas purse and matching gift card wallet. You could win the one I make in the video if you have a mailing address in the United States and follow the instructions for commenting later in this video. Then hop along to each stop where you'll see more do-it-yourself gift ideas you can make and possibly win. More details on how you can win and this giveaway hop are in my description box, so be sure to click Show More for all the important information and links. I love to give gift cards so my recipients can pick out what they really want and to find unique ways to give those gift cards. I was totally inspired by a tutorial by Sam of Mixed Up Crafts to try making a purse like hers, but I played with the dimensions on mine to match embossing folders I own. So this is the Christmas one that I'm going to make in the video today. And this is the matching gift card holder, and you'll notice that inside this gift card holder, which you could win, is a gift card from Starbucks, and that is a gift from me, as well as the purse that I'm going to make today in this video. The first ones that I made did use embossing folders, and again that's why I changed up the sizes, because my embossing folders just didn't work for the dimensions that were shown in the original tutorial. So this is the first one that I made. I made it in browns, and I used an embossing folder, and one thing I really liked about her design was this chain with the matching piece that kind of looks like leather on the purse. And on this one I made a gift card, and this lucky person's going to get a gift card to Hobby Lobby. And here's one more example that shows you, of course, that you can make these purses for someone for any season or any reason. This one used designer paper from Tonic for a really pretty purse, and then the matching gift card with another gift card wallet with another gift card inside. For the purse that I'm making, I'll just show you a couple supplies quick. This pretty paper that's already embossed so beautifully is from Tonic Studios. It's called Spice Basket. And I'm also using a 3D Impresslets die from Tim Holtz called Holly on this part, which cuts and embosses at the same time. This poinsettia die is from I have it somewhere, Marianne Designs, and I'm also using some favorite gems from Gina Marie Designs, and this green paper here is my favorite linen from the Paper Cut. So of course all the links to all those products are in my description. I have typed up a list of all the sizes of all the pieces, and you can write it down from here or take a screenshot, but I also will have it on my blog. So I have cut all the pieces, and I also have a template here that I will show you. There are two main purse base pieces, and they are 9 1/4 by 8 inches. So they're 9 1/4 wide by 8 inches, and I'll show you on the template and on the video how to cut those pieces to create something that looks like this. Out of that same base color, we're going to cut a piece that is 5 3/4 by 4. And we're going to score it at 3 1/2 on the 4-inch sides, and then you can choose to round the bottom of that piece with a corner rounder if you choose. The top pieces of the purse. I have done again out of that tonic paper, and there are two pieces that are 5.5 by 4 3/4, and then one piece that is 5.5 wide by 3 1/4, and I have rounded the corners on that because it's going to go on top of this piece here. And I've already done the die cutting and attaching of the poinsettia and the holly, as you don't need to watch me doing that. Then for the handle, we want one piece that is 5.5 by 1/2 inches, and I've scored it at 3/4 of an inch and 4 3/4. And then there is a piece that's 3.5 by 1/2 of the same color. So, and then there are two pieces of that same color, which again is my dark green linen, and these are 2 by 1/2 inches. Now the width of these are determined by the size of your split rings. So my split rings were 3/4 inch rings, and so these are 1/4 of an inch less, and they're going to go on here like that. So I will show you that in a minute, but that's why these are 1/2 inch by 2 inches, and they're folded in half. Now I have chosen to add specialty paper on top of the handle pieces as shown here. You wouldn't have to do that, but I just thought it really added a nice touch. So I have cut those 4 by 3/8 of an inch, and they will layer on top here when we put them together, as I will show you. The gift card is 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. So the gift card wallet is 6 1/4 long by 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 2 and 4 1/2. And this folds together like that. And then if you want to layer, and I chose to do that again, there's a piece on the back that is 4 by 2 1/4, and a piece on the front that is 4 by 1 3/4. So again, now this is going to be on my blog, and also you can stop it and write down any sizes or anything like that, but I just wanted to go through those with you before I put the purse together. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of chain, and you can play around with yours. I went to my local hardware store and asked that these chains be cut into 5-inch pieces of chain. You could make it a little longer, a little shorter. I played around with it and I liked that size. And then you need 4 jump rings, one on each end of those. And you know, you could choose to do silver. It just depends, of course, on the what you can find, and also what colors you're using in your purse. You could also like look at some old purses that you have that maybe you don't want the chains anymore, or go to like Goodwill. I went to Goodwill and I did find a necklace that worked, but what I found was it actually was being sold for about the same price as if I could just go get my own chain cut, actually less expensive at my local Ace hardware, so that's what I did. So the first thing that we're going to do is take the main piece, and here is my template, and again I'll have a picture of this on my blog, or you can stop it right now and write things down if you want, but it is 9 1/4 wide by 8 inches long, and we're going to do the scoring on it now. And the first thing we're going to do is score it at 5 3/4, and then at 8 3/4, and that's on the long side. So I'm using my EK Tools bigger scoreboard, and we're looking for 5 3/4 and 8 3/4. And then you're going to turn it, and it's important that you turn it so that this 1/2 inch piece here that you just scored is going to be along the top. And you're going to turn it, and you're going to score it at 5 inches. And then you're going to put it back, and now you have this line here, and you're going to score at 7 1/4, about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way down. So at 7 1/4, you score down to, that's in the center of this piece, and it's about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way down to this. And that's what you're going to fold in for the side of the purse. Okay, so that's the scoring that you do on the main piece. And now, as you can see on the template, we're going to do a little cutting. Well, let's do our folding first. Okay, so we're going to fold on all of those scored lines and burnish. Okay, so this piece here is going to be totally cut off, but we also want to cut a little bit of an angle on that piece. So I just start here and kind of eyeball it and go up to that line and then cut across. And then once again, we want just a little bit of a triangle cut out of this bottom piece. So cut at an angle and then cut along here. Well, you can cut a little at it, that one also at an angle a little bit. And then cut just a tiny bit off of this too, and that just makes things fit in just a little bit better when you go to fold. And then we're just going to cut a little notch off of there, and there. So we have this piece cut and scored, and we have 2 of them. And we're going to take some of our good strong orange or red liner tape. And then we are going to put these 2 together. Lining them up. And if you fold that one and then fold this one down, we are starting to get our purse put together. We can fold these in a little bit, and you can see how those are going to go in. And then our bottom is going to fold together. And what I've been doing is taking a really good, nice, big, strong glue dot and attaching one there. And of course that one's going to stick. And then one here. Oh. To get those started. And if you press down one and then just press down here, that first layer is going to stick. although I do see I got a little bit off. I'm going to have to trim. No problem. And then we're going to attach this bottom piece, but like I said, I can see I'm a little bit off, so I'm going to trim just a little bit, just to make sure they don't show. All I did was turn the bottom a little bit when I was putting those glue dots on. It's not a problem. I actually hadn't had that happen before, but of course for the video it did, but it's not too hard to fix. So now we're going to put some orange or red liner tape, good strong tape, along for the bottom. And just press down, and the back part of our purse is done. We're going to take, this is the back piece, and it's going to be attached on here, on the back, again with good strong tape. So if you hold that together and work from the back and make sure it goes on straight. Now that is going to be held down with magnets. Okay, so we're going to take 2 magnets. Now my magnets are from Basic Gray, and I have a link to them, and they have adhesive on the back. So you take either 2 positives or 2 negatives, okay, and they fit together like that. So if you take a positive and a negative, you'll see that the way we attach them doesn't work. I've just learned that you do want 2 positives and 2 negatives, okay? And these are going to end up being hidden by the pieces of gold embossed specialty paper from Tonic that I'm going to put on top. So I'm going to apply a magnet here, and then you just attach the other one underneath and remove the adhesive piece. Oop. And they're sticking together where they need to be stuck together, and then if you close it and then you open it and then you push down, the magnets will stay where they need to stay, and that's going to be covered up. So I have decorated the top piece already and cut it in those dimensions that I showed you, and then I have 2 pieces of this, and those are both going to be attached now. But we're going to wait to put the back piece on till after we put the handle on. So I've put, again, good strong tape on the back of these pieces. And of course the hardest part of these is to get them off sometimes. Especially when you got, let's try getting them started with that. Sometimes works better. But But you do want to use a really good strong tape. This is Tonic's red liner tape, or some really good strong glue. So you can choose, but these will be opened and closed probably many times. So you do want to use something really strong. And I liked layering them, although you don't need to, but I thought that was really pretty to use the layers of the paper, specialty paper or embossed paper, as I showed you in the other examples. Let's try this side. Sure. Yep, there we go. Alright, so this one's going to go on the front with a border all around it. Press that on. And our purse is starting to take shape. The one thing I really liked about the ones that I saw on the Mixed Up Crafts was this really pretty handle with chain. And I like the chunkier chain. You can use less chunky if you want, of course, but I really liked the chunkier look. So what we're going to do for the handle is, as I explained, I have had a chain cut, and we're going to take these two little pieces and apply it on one side. And what I use for that is a good strong glue dot. Again, you can choose a good strong glue or whatever you would prefer, but I'm finding that the glue dots are working well for this. And so on one side we put these little pieces, and I'm gonna trim them a little bit. As I see, I'm a little bit off. I don't know if that would show or not, but use another glue dot. Put it through the jump ring. And so now we take this piece and we put it through the other side. And again, we're going to use a good strong glue dot to hold it. Now I have chosen to cover my green piece here. First I'm going to cover up those pieces here with another piece of green, which when I showed you the sizes of everything was on there. And then these pieces are just going to decorate both sides and just make it even prettier, I think. So my finger. And I went all the way to the end with these pieces. Now this is attached to the back of the purse, and again you're going to use some really good strong, I think I need this slightly smaller size, strong tape to do that. And then you attach these to the back of the purse, whatever width from the side that you would like. I've been putting them pretty close because this is a pretty long chain. Make sure that it's hanging nicely, just a little bit showing on the top. And then we're going to cover those up with the back piece, which was already cut in advance and tape got ready. Nope. Oh. Again, I sometimes find this is the hardest thing to do, which is but it is necessary, so we're just gonna keep playing with it until we get the liner off. And now this is going to be on the back, and it's going to cover up those chain pieces and be attached to the back of the purse. Open it up and press it down. The magnet holds the purse open, closed, and the chain is a nice decorative touch. And then you open it up, and on the inside will be our gift card holder. And I created that to match, I'm not going to go through the steps, but to match the purse. And this is an Impression Obsession die that says "For You." And then on the inside, I have a gift card to Starbucks, which the winner of this purse will also win. So let me just remind you, I cut it 6 1/4 by 4 1/2, and you fold this up and you put strong tape to hold it shut, and then you layer it if you wish, and then you put your gift card in, so it's very easy to make. Would you like to win this purse as well as the Starbucks gift card I have included in the gift card wallet? To qualify for a chance to win it, you must leave a comment on this video before November 28th, 2019 and have a mailing address in the United States. In your comment, you must state if you live in the USA and also answer this question. If you win, who would you give the purse and gift card wallet to, or would you keep it yourself? Of course, either is perfectly fine, but I'd like to know. I will reply to the winning comment immediately after the giveaway hop closes, so be sure to check back on November 29th to see if you won, and then share your name and address to the email address I will provide. After leaving your comment, be sure to click the link to the next stop in the giveaway hop. Thanks for watching, subscribing, sharing, and commenting, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.